Hello and welcome to Tactical Llama EDC. I'm your host, Tom. Today we've got another basic edge test for you, and what we're featuring is the Asherknives Spiro TI liner lock. This is a personal favorite of mine, as you can tell. I've had it modified by way of knife. It went through an advanced creative freedom package. Kind of just gave them an idea of what I wanted. I was like, hey, I would like a Emperor's New Groove themed knife, and they took care of the rest. Really cool Eastman Kronk laser etched on the blade there. It's an extremely sharp workhorse of a knife, and I'm excited to show you what it can do. So we're going to go ahead and start here on the 1/2 inch PVC. Obviously on this side it's not secure enough to really get any good traction there, so I'm going to go ahead and move it over to the other side where it's a bit more secure, and you'll get to see it actually just slice through this with no problem at all. Made absolutely easy work of that. Now we're going to move on to the zip ties. The reason I have these here is I do a lot of work in low voltage and other areas, so I use zip ties around the house, I use zip ties at work, and they can be tricky ones to cut sometimes. These are outdoor zip ties. They take a little bit of strength. I like to test out the spine of the blade here, how I can use the block as leverage or just cut right through the plastic. So had no problem there with those. The 1/2 inch, what was it called? Sisal Rope. This can be a bit tricky at times just because there's so many fibers. What I noticed with the Spiro is that it was cutting through no problem, actually going right into the block underneath. And at that point I knew it was done. Like it had no issues. So I went ahead and took out some paper to test it, and realized that this thing absolutely had no issues whatsoever. The 20 CV blade on this guy had shown no wear and tear. It was behaving just the same as it was before I even did this test. I should have done a before and after to show you that there's no difference in those paper cut tests. And this thing is just, I don't even have to slice here, I can just push straight down and it cut right through. So now at this point I was just inspecting the blade to see if there was any obvious wear and tear. Nothing that I could see, and then honestly I forgot about the paracord sitting there until I moved my hand away. But that is coming up next, so stay tuned if you would like to see this thing slice through some paracord without any issue at all. This is the, essentially I'd say factory edge, the way I got it from way of knife. So once again, this is the Asherknives Spiro. I got mine modified by way of knife, and thank you everyone for tuning in.